Shalom, shalom. This is the brother Michael Ward from GMS Lake Charles Camp, coming at you again with another video through the Spirit. But before I do anything, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who strive and taught us this truth. And blessings to you brothers across the four winds, pushing this truth with sincerity. Alright, and this video is going to be titled, Let the Lord Work. It's not going to be a very long video, but it's just something that I was going through, and I just want to share with you brothers to show you how the Lord really is working, and what inspired this video, we was doing layoffs at work, and before they never gave us a heads up about the layoffs. So we found out the day of that layoffs was going on. And my GF, he was like, we got to lay, 900 something people off, out of whole job site. We got to lay 900 something people off. And so, not thinking much of it because we're indirects. That's a survey. We're survey. It's a different part of survey. But we're surveying, not thinking too much of it. And he come back. He leave for a little bit, but he come back like 30 minutes later. And he was like, they trying to cut like 6 of us, It's not looking too good for, majority of the people. So I'm like, okay, cool. I mean, he gonna cut a few people, that's not very bad. But then he come back. You're like, okay, they're gonna cut. They're gonna look at your attendance. Have you ever been written up? Have you ever been late? And it was a point in time to where I lost my badge before, and that caused me to be late like 3 or 4 times in a row. And they was going to count that against me. So they was making a list about everybody, that been late in that time period, everybody that been late, everybody that been written up. And I have a referral. I've been written up before. So I was like, oh shit. So I say, oh shit, but then again, I'm like, you know what? I'm not too much tripping on it. So time go by. My GF, he go in the office and he come back. He was like, hey, I seen the list, and your name's on it. Like you at the top of the list. And I'm in a truck and he's telling me those things. I'm like, fuck. And then my superintendent come, he's like, it's not looking good for you. And at the time, I'm like, damn, if I lose this job, shit, I lose everything, So at the time, I'm like, fuck what I'm gonna do. But then again, the same day I got the news, we had camp. So I'm talking with the brothers, let the brothers know what's going on. The brother told me straight up, he's like, ain't nothing to worry about. You got it. They're not gonna lay you off. You got it. And at the time, I'm hyped up for camp, so I'm like, all I really can do is put everything in the Lord's hands. So time go by, we finish camp. I'm on my way home. I'm praying. I'm praying to the Lord. Letting them know, which he already know, but I'm just letting them know what's going on. Letting them know, asking the Lord, can he protect me, and hold on, Salaki, this noise. Asking the Lord, can he protect my job, can he put the spirit on them to where I can keep my job, and then I pop off a fast with one of the other brothers in the camp. So time go by, that day come, and only one surveyor, from all sides got fired. And as time go by, I'm in a lunchroom waiting, trying to see, if they're going to call me. But eventually they don't call me. So I'm like, damn, they're gonna make me work this day and then try to fire Jake at the end. So time go by, I stopped worrying about it. I was like, man, I'm putting everything in the Lord's hands. Everything good, I got my job. Sure enough, you know, my superintendent, we had a meeting today, and he was letting me know, like, hey, you were supposed to be out of here, you know, but I told them, you know, that we need you, you know, basically just saving my ass. And he told me, like, I don't know what it is, but you're special, you know, and I know what it is, you know. The Lord had my back. You know, the Lord put the spirit on them, you know, to take my name off the list, you know, but the Lord is actually, you know, I sat back, put everything into the Lord's hand and let him work, you know, and he showed out, man. You know, this is Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 5. It says, trust in the Lord with all thy heart. Lean not according to thy own understanding, right, man? And that's what I had to do. You know, I had to trust in the Lord, you know, in those times. You know, because if I was, you know, to lean according to my own understanding, my name was on the list, you know, so it ain't really much I can do. I'm out of there. But I trust in the Lord, you know, and the Lord worked it out, you know, because he know I needed that, man. He know without that job, you know, I lose everything, you know, which is, it's not nothing for Yahweh Shem Yahshua, you know, to grant us, you know, with a better job or something else, but the raise that I just got there, I just got a raise there, man, and I was just, you know, I wanted that job, if I can say. I wanted that job, you know. I like the job, you know. It's easy for me, you know. It pays the bills, man, you know. This is James 1:6. It say, but let him act in faith, nothing wavering. For he that waveth is like a wave of the sea, driveth with the wind and tossed. Right, man? You know, when we ask for certain things, you know, we gotta have faith and know that the Lord is gonna bless us with these things, man. You know, we can't doubt not one bit. No matter what it is, if you actually need it, you know, ask. You know, ask, and he's gonna grant you the things that you actually need, man. You know, but you can't doubt. You know, you can't doubt not one bit. You know, because if you doubting, it's not gonna happen. If you doubting, you actually showing that you don't believe. So it's no point in doubting when you serve a true power like Yahweh Shem Yahweh, man. This is Luke chapter 1. In verse 37, it say, for with the Most High, nothing should be impossible, right, man? Nothing is impossible with the Most High. You know, whatever you need, he can make it happen. You need a job, he can make it happen. You know, nothing is impossible. So we can't think something is too much for Yahweh Shem Yahshua to handle. You know, this is John chapter 14, verse 13. It says, and whatsoever you should ask in my name, that will I do. Whatever you ask, you know, whatever you need, if you ask in the true name of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, man, he's going to do. It says that the Father may be glorified in the Son. Right, man? So whatever you need, you know, the Lord is going to show his power, man. That way you can glorify him, man. No matter what it is. But let your request be made known, man. You know, and doubt not. You know that you're going to receive those things. It might take time, but know that you're going to receive it, man. You know. But you know, that was something that I wanted to get off my spirit, man. The Lord, you know, he truly blessed me with the opportunity to keep my job, man. That way I could keep providing, you know, for my seed. You know, I have a bitter baby mama and shit like that. But the Lord blessed me with the opportunity to keep that, man. And I'm very thankful. You know, but with that being said, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone who strive and taught us this truth. And peace, safety, and blessings to your brothers across four winds, pushing this truth and sincerity. Until next time, Shalom.